Hey, what is up, everybody? Don't mind my blue light blocking glasses, okay, and my hat because my ears are kind of freaking weird right now. So let me be really honest. I'm gonna do this video because I have something to tell you, okay? And this thing is, I have a passion for video game that started a long time ago. And so, because I have this passion, I spend a little bit of my money on this passion to buy some devices. All right, and here they are. In this video, I am going to show you my devices. I don't know how to say console, handheld. I don't really know the name. I just can say that in French it's called une console. So here we are. I'm gonna show you. I don't really know in which order I'm gonna show them to you, but I'm gonna show them to you anyway. All. So let's freaking go, I guess. All right, maybe by size. Maybe show them my size would be a good idea. All right, this is okay. Let me do this the right way. All right. We got little boxes. Like that, and in these little boxes there are my console, my devices. All right, my video games devices. I don't know how to say really. My English is not perfect yet. So I guess we start with the little one. Okay, let me explain to you. There's a story behind them. This is a Game Boy Advance SP, which I really like because when I was a kid, not long ago, because I'm still kind of a kid. I would say I'm still a big kid. I'm just a kid that I've grown up a little bit, but I'm still a kid. So when I was a kid, I had this device. My first console was a Game Boy Advance. A Game Boy Color with the game Pokemon Yellow. And I guess I made a mistake when I was a little. It's not really a mistake, but it's something that maybe I would not do it again. When I got a new device, the brand new device that was out, I used to sell the old one to be able to buy the new one. And I always thought, I was always like, okay, the old device is not gonna be worth anything, so I'm just gonna sell it now because it has value, and I'm gonna buy the new one. And the thing is, it is not really true, because from what I see on the second-hand market, old devices are still worth money. And I learned it the hard way, because when I wanted a few years ago to get back in the game and buy my the devices of my childhood, I had to spend a little bit of money because they were not at a broken price. The value, the price was still a good price. I don't know how to explain. You know what I get. You see what I mean. All right, you see what I mean. You know the price of retro gaming. All right, so this first one is a Game Boy Advance SP. It's the same color that I had when I was a kid. I bought the same one, but it's just not the exact same one. The same. The original that I had when I was a kid, but it's a Game Boy Advance SP, which is in pretty good condition. And when I was a kid, I used to play this game, which is Pokemon Ruby, a lot. I'm gonna show you. I used to play this game a lot. And let me tell you one thing, for you kids of today. I mean kids. For you, kids of today that did not know this thing, let me tell you something. For sure, the graphics are not the best, all right? But there is something that you don't get to experience today. And this thing is you can put that in your freaking pockets, which you can't do with today's devices. And that's a freaking big difference. Trust me. When you were young, really young, and you could put this thing in your pockets, it was the dream, because you could just be like, sometimes when you go to with your parents on a weekend, or they go to do some shopping, and they take you with them, and you are on the car or stuff, or you go to your grandmother's house or stuff. You can just put that in your freaking pocket. Let me show you. I can put this in my pocket, all right, which I can't do today with the modern consoles. And it is a pain for me today to buy the Switch and stuff, because I can't put them on my pocket. So also, yeah, it was not the best. It's not the best graphics, but when I was a kid, it was great. Okay, I was like, what the flip? I can play games anywhere, and they are still fun because Nintendo makes some really fun games. So yes, a good device. I really love this. It's those little, you see, those little cartridge. I really love that. And by the way, this thing was the first device that had a screen with a light, so you could play in the dark. And trust me, it makes a huge difference. The reason why I got this thing and no device that are older, like the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color, is because I hate to play on a device that have no light on the screen. It's such a pain. It's such a freaking pain. Also, this thing has a battery. You can charge it. On the previous devices, you had to put some freaking, I don't know how to say in English, the things you buy, it's like a battery, but you have to buy the battery in a shop all the time. It was such a pain. I had to ask my parents all the time to buy some new battery. And my man, imagine you play, and each time the battery is over, you have to buy another one. What the flip was that? You have to ask your parents all the time. And with this one, you could just put the little charger and charge it. And it was such a big difference, because you could play in the dark and you could charge it yourself. So big W, Nintendo, big W. All right, for the second one, I have a Nintendo DS Lite. All of those things, I had the Nintendo DS Lite when I was a kid, but I sold it, and then I bought this thing again. So the great thing about this one is it's pretty cheap. The Game Boy Advance SP, it's like I bought it with some games. I think you can get one in a good condition for like $100, which is not super expensive, but for an old thing like that, it's kind of expensive, because how could I say, it's a little bit old. So I don't know how to explain. A Game Boy Advance SP is like $100, and I got the DS Lite, which is supposed to be newer, so maybe you could assume that it was more expensive, but no. On the second hand market, this thing I think cost me like $20 or $30, and also it's in good condition. I like to buy things in good condition. So yeah, let me see. There's a game on it. There's Super Mario. All right. So this one I really loved. I had the first DS, and I had this one, which was like the second DS. It had some upgrades. Like it was more thin, and to me, it is I think it is really the most beautiful device ever made. I don't know how to explain it. It is such a beautiful device. With this, you can see it's really like, you can see the reflection. It's thin. You can still put it in your pocket. All right, you can put this thing in your freaking pocket, which you can't do with a modern device like the Switch, which really pisses me off. But to be honest, when I play the Switch, of course I can't put it in my pocket, but I really appreciate the big screen. So it's a trade-off, you see? It's a trade-off. But to be really honest with you, I would prefer if modern devices could still fit in the pocket. Even with a little screen, I don't care. Put me a little screen and let me put that in my pockets. But I am not the one who decide, okay? So this little thing, you can see there was some menu. It was the first time there was some menu in the Nintendo console, and you could use a touch screen. All right, and also there was 2 screens. So I've played this thing a lot with my brother and sister. I had the black one, my brother had the blue one, and my sister had the pink one. And it was really fun because there was a lot of games that we could play with each other, and such a great thing. Yeah, the screens are not big, but you can play with it. I love this one particularly because it's very cheap. As I told you, it's like 20 or 30 bucks, which mean, and it's not hard to get at all. This thing is a little bit more rare. It's hard to get one. It's not hard, but if you want one in a good condition, you have to dig a little bit on the second-hand market to find one. This one is super not rare, which usually people say common. So I like this. I like this thing because I feel like I can take it in my pockets and go on an adventure. And if I lose it or break it, which can happen, I don't really care because I guess I can just buy another one. So it's pretty great because I feel like sometimes I don't really want to take my devices with me because I'm afraid I lose them or break them, and I'm gonna be so sad if that happens that I prefer not to do it. But with this one, I would be like, if I lose it, I can just buy one, and it's very cheap. I would be probably more sad to lose one of the game than the device itself. All right, let's put it back. What do we have next? We have the Nintendo new 3DS. All right, this one I did not have as a kid because I stopped buying devices that I considered to be for kids, and I started to buy like Xbox 360 and PS3 and stuff because it was like a certain time in my life where my friends played video games too, but it was not kid games. All right, Nintendo was for the kids, and we played like a Battlefield, Call of Duty and stuff on the PlayStation 3. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy a DS anymore and play with my brother and sister. I'm gonna play with my friend and buy an adult device. All right. Well, anyway, that was the thing I had in my head at the time. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes you go back and forth, and so I did not buy the 3DS. I bought a 3DS, but I gave it to my brother directly. I just bought it for him, and I did not buy one for myself because I don't know, the 3D thing, the 3D screen, I don't like at all. I still don't like to this day. And I was not really impressed by the device, so I did not buy it. And so when I wanted to get back into getting some devices, like a year ago, I think I went back into this ID. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a new 3DS because I did not have one when I was a kid, and the new 3DS is supposed to be the best DS ever. It was like this DS, another DS before, and other DS on the way, but this one is supposed to be the ultimate device. And I put a cover on it, which is like how could I say, some classical Pokemon design from the first generation. So it's like, to me, a way to show that I have the last DS, but also I have some legacy parts of Pokemon on it. So it's a little bit of new and old, and I really like it. I really like it. This device I like a lot because I can play both DS and 3DS games. So that is freaking cool because I can just put all the DS games on it, and also it freaking go in my pocket. And my man, this is the last device that I can put in my pocket, because after that there is the Nintendo Switch, which I'm gonna show you, which I like a lot. But I can't put it in my freaking pocket, which pisses me off a lot. So what did I take? I had this. I resold it with when I bought it on second hand. It's a nice case. I love these cases that are really hard because you can't, crush them if you put them in your bag. Like if you, I don't know, take the plane or some stuff. Sometimes in the plane you have to put your luggage in a high place, and there can be some multiple bag, and someone can put a really heavy bag next to yours, and it can crush stuff. So with this case it can't happen. And I also bought this on AliExpress, some transparent case that you can put you can put your Switch in it, and I really like it. So I have like two protection, which is not really useful at all, but I liked this case so much that I was like, I want to put my Switch on this case. It's very satisfying that you can just, there's some magnet here, and you can just open it, and there's your Switch. So let me tell you a little bit about this Switch, which I like a lot because there are some custom elements to it. So it's a Switch OLED, which is supposed to be the best Switch, and it has some special parts. You see these Joy-Cons? They are black, which you can't have with the normal Switch. I had to buy them online from a good manufacturer, I think you can say, from a good creator, and it's a very good quality. Some are bad, and I went to a shop where they repair phone and stuff, and the dude was okay. I asked him. I had to search for a little while until I could find someone that was okay to do the operation. I wanted him to take some original Joy-Con that I had and to replace the shells. So it's original Joy-Con inside, and the shells are customs, and so it make this full black. It make this full black Switch look, which I really like. And funny, it's a funny thing because when I discovered the design of the Switch 2, which I discovered after I had made this Switch, I realized that they went for the same design. They went for the same design, which was like full black, very black, and it's really, 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 really good looking. I love this thing so much. Let's turn it on. I love this thing so much because of the big screen. I know it's a little bit like it's a trade-off. It's so sad. I can't put it in my pocket. But the screen. Is it worth it? I don't know. I had the Switch Lite, which if you get a little special case, you can put in your pocket, but you need some big pants with some big pockets, and it's not very great. But this thing, all right, it's super great. I love it very much, but I can't put it in my pocket. And when I was a kid, I had this habit all the time to put a device on my pockets. I was always with a device on my pocket so I could play whenever I want because I don't like to be bored. So what else could I add? This thing is super great, but I can't put it in my freaking pockets. So please, Nintendo, if you hear me, I don't know, do something. Create a device that I can put in my pocket. I think maybe in the future, if we can fold, you know, I've seen some design where you can fold the screen. Maybe you can do that. I don't know. Please, Nintendo, find a way. Find a freaking way for me to put my device in my pockets. All right. Until that, I will put this back in the case number 1 and the case number 1 in the case number 2. All right, now I'm gonna show you something that is new and that is really cool. It's a nice device. It is called a Legion Go. It is something. All right, again, that was the Switch case. Now this thing will never go in my freaking pocket. This thing, at least, it will never go in my pocket, and I'm sure about it. All right, I'm pretty sure about it. But it can do some crazy things. Let me show you. It's here. It's called a Legion Go. So, what is a Legion Go? A Legion Go is, as you can see, a device. I'm gonna put the Switch just next to it so you can see, so you can compare. So you can compare a little bit. I'm gonna put the Switch just next to it so you can compare the size. It's bigger than a Switch, huh? It's bigger than a Switch. It's way bigger than a Switch. You've probably seen on the internet those new devices like the Steam Deck, the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally and stuff, and this is one of them. It's the biggest. Okay, it's really the biggest. It's bigger than a Steam Deck and stuff. So, what is it exactly? It is a device that runs on Windows. So it is not Nintendo stuff, it is Windows, which means you can use it as a computer, and you can use it also as a video game device because you can play with the PC games on it. And what I like about this is I can plug it to my TV, a little bit like a Switch but more easily, and I can use it as a computer. Like I put it next to my screen at home, and I can just plug it and use it as a computer with my mouse, keyboard and stuff. I just plug, one of those little things where you can plug all the USB stuff. I plug it here, and then I plug all my USB on the thing, and I can use it as a computer. But it is a freaking portable device. And what does it mean is that I can play like that with some PC games. And what is really great about that is the thing about Nintendo is you have to buy the games. I don't hack. I know some people get the games for free and it's not that hard. I don't like that, okay? I don't like that at all, because one of the pleasure I have in my life is to buy myself games when I work hard enough. If I get all the games for free, I have no motivation to work. Plus, also, I don't like the idea of stealing stuff. I know people are gonna be like, it's not stealing, it doesn't do anything to the creator because they don't lose money and stuff. I don't care. I don't like that. Do whatever you want. It is not my problem. I don't want to do it. So, yes, I can play GTA. I can play Horizon, I can play anything I want on this thing, and it runs because it's very powerful, very, very, very powerful. I can put some movies, music, stuff. It's a PC. It's a PC. It's a PC. You can detach if you want the controller. I won't do it because it's not. It's not. They are. I don't know. The design is not really great to take it off. So I don't. It's not as easy as the Switch. So I don't do it much. I just put it like that. There's a stand. You can put it if you want standing. My man, this thing is crazy. The screen is huge. The battery, if you use it like a computer for movies, browsing and stuff, it's super great. It's hours and hours. If you game, like if you want to play GTA Online, I mean, it depends on the power that you use, but it's probably gonna be like 1 hour, 1 hour 30, maybe less if you use more power. You can actually choose the amount of power that the device will consume, so it can get more or less powerful. You can basically choose the speed of the device, and the more fast it is, the better the games run, but also the faster the battery will die. So this thing I really love. I did not knew about that. I had when I was a little bit younger, I used to work in a shop where we sold a lot of electronic stuff, and I remember seeing the first Windows tablets, and I was like, if you just make it more powerful and put some controller on the side, you could create a console, a device that could play PC games, and it happened, but years after. So it's kind of expensive. It costs like $100 brand new, which is more expensive than a device, a Switch and stuff. But it's for a PC, it's great. Trust me, it's a very good PC. It's a very good PC. For a PC, it's great. So I really like this thing. I play some Fall Guys and stuff. If you wanted, you could play a lot of emulator games on it, which I don't do. But yeah, I love this thing. It's also my PC, so I have a lot of things on it. My work, a lot of knowledge stuff that I like to collect. So it's really great because you can do both. You can use it as a PC and you can use it as a video game device. And I mean, if I had to keep just one of these devices, this one would be the one. This one, the Legion Go, because it can do so many things. It is insane. It can do so many things. It is insane. Insane. I think you can play almost any game on this thing. So yeah, super great, and you can use it as a freaking PC, as a computer. So yeah, big W. And for the rest, I think I would keep the Switch because the games are really great, and then I would keep probably the Game Boy Advance SP because it means so much to me. I just love to play this little thing, which is crazy when you compare. When you compare, it's like there's a world between them. This thing, I mean, you can't. It feels weird. It's like it's coming from another era from me, but it's still here, and the fact that it's still here to me, it's really weird, but I like it a lot. It's like, I don't know what to say about this thing. I don't know what to say. It's like, it's funny to me that it still exists and still works, and it's some kind of weird feeling that I can't explain. So yeah, I really love these devices. Tell me in the comments, what devices do you have? I had a lot more and diverse stuff when I was a kid, but I don't want to buy back everything, the GameCube, the PlayStation and stuff, because I just like portable devices. I don't want to connect all the stuff. It's so how to say, complex to manage if you have a lot of devices and you have to connect them to the TV. So I don't really do that. I don't like that so much. I haven't showed you my games because it's gonna take some time to show them to you, and I just wanted to show my devices. So yeah, tell me in the comments which devices do you have, and I don't really know what to hide. I hope you really liked this video. I enjoyed making it. So yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't hesitate to subscribe, like, do all the stuff you want, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.